Morning guys, hope you're well. So today's video is going to be about how I use Notion as an investment banker. So I'm going to take you throughout my whole day and show you what aspects of my life I use Notion with. The first obvious one is I use Notion at the gym to log my workouts and actually create myself a training plan. And on Notion right here, I literally have all my workouts labeled and I also have what plan I do for the day. I think it's just easier to have Notion as the way to log that because it makes stuff so much easier. So hey guys, so back from the gym. Another way I use Notion is to plan out my diet for the whole week. So I more or less eat the same thing every day, and it's not because I don't like food, but it's because I need to be as effective as possible because I have a very busy schedule. So on Notion, I literally have my diet plan for the whole week, and then what I'll do is actually put that in my fitness pal to know the exact calories I'm eating each day. So today I'm going to eat exactly 2,700 calories, and I'll put it on the screen right now, and I know exactly what the meal is going to be. Another way I use Notion a lot as a banker and also as a finance student was when I was applying for jobs during my master's. I literally had a Notion page called job applications and also one called interview prep. Let's talk about job applications. For job applications, the key here to land any full-time role at a very demanding job is to apply early and to apply everywhere. What did I do? Before application season started in September, I literally went to every single bank's website and I listed all the banks I wanted to apply for. In this example, I'm showing just JP Morgan, Moody's, Bank of America, and Citi. I literally listed every single bank, listed what division I wanted to apply for. So for JP Morgan, it was investment bank. For Moody's, it was research. And when the applications actually opened, I actually put the exact status. As you can see, for Moody's, it says online test needs to be done. For JP Morgan, it says video interview needs to be done. And for Citi and Bank of America, it says offer received. Also, the next column can say status continued. So you can put more or less. If, for example, Moody's has 3 online tests, you can say numerical done, need to do verbal. Also very important, when you see a job you want to apply for, make sure you copy the whole job description and actually put it in Notion in your database, because the last thing you want is you apply for this job, you get to the interview stage and you can't remember exactly what that team does or what the job entails. So make sure you actually copy the job description and put it in Notion, because more times than not, once a job gets to the interview stage, they pull the job from LinkedIn and other careers website because they don't take on any new applications. So please make sure you copy the job description and put it in Notion. Something else I use Notion for is to be more productive. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I use the dump and schedule method. If, for example, I'm working or I'm at the gym and an idea pops into my head, I actually put that idea straight away into my dump. It could be make a YouTube video about 5 stocks to buy, or it could even be pick up my girlfriend's flowers later on today. And once that's in my dump, I literally have that as a shortcut on my iPhone. So literally once I unlock my phone, literally dump is right there and I can type straight away, which I think is very important. The ease of access, be able to put in information straight away without the need for 10 clicks make such a huge difference. So Notion for me is a way for me to dump all the stuff in my brain. Literally, more times than not, people can't remember most of the information they think they can. And we as humans are not evolved to try and maintain all the information out there in our brain. So make sure you actually have a note-taking app. It could be Notion, it could be Notes, it could be whatever Apple app you like. But for me, Notion works great because that widget is literally on your iPhone. You can literally click on it and you can literally put information straight away. And for me, once it gets to the end of the day, I then look at my dump for the whole day. So for me, I could have put something when I was at the gym saying, pick up my girlfriend's flowers on Friday. When I was working, I could have put YouTube idea of 5 stocks to buy. When it comes to the end of the day, I look at my dump. Very important, actually schedule those tasks in my calendar. So for me, I could schedule pick up girlfriend's flowers between 6 to 8 p.m. Friday night. So that way, stuff doesn't stay in your dump forever, because the last thing you want is to have something in your dump and actually don't remember to do it because you thought you did because you wrote it down, but didn't actually schedule the time to actually get that done. So enough rambling, time for lunch. Now, the last thing I use Notion for is to plan the content I'm going to post on YouTube in particular. So if you look at it, I have this tab called Content Planner, and it's very simple. I think a lot of times in Notion, people overcomplicate it. They try and have fancy widgets, have this fancy mood board with like different logos and stuff. Mine is very simple and straight to the point. I have a column called To Do, a column called Doing, and a column called Done. And honestly, it's literally that simple. If I'm scrolling through TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, or I'm typing away a word and an idea comes into my head, like I said before, I put that in my dump. End of the day, from my dump, I literally drag that into my to-do list. And then when I'm looking at what videos to do, from this list of 82 topics, I can literally just drag one. So as you can see, right here it says, using Notion as an investment banker, and that came into my head when I was watching a different YouTube video about a tech guy, and I was like, you know what, why not make a similar video? And if we look at a topic I've already talked about before, how to invest in age 18 versus 35 versus 60. I've already made that video, so go watch that. It was actually a very good video. I'm surprised it didn't do well, but you can see I have the main topics or the main points I want to come across, so age, tolerance, and more or less this is how I work. I use this content planner for both fitness and for both finance. I mean, the two topics are so different that there's no need to try and separate and make sure I know this is just for fitness or finance. Finance, investing, Notion, fitness, how to grow a chest. Quite distinct topics, so it's quite easy to keep abreast of that. And yeah, I really like using Notion because it's just easy to use. I've used this for the last, let's say 3 years. This is not a sponsored video, but I tried different note-taking apps. I tried Notes, Apple app, I didn't really like it. I tried Evernote a long time ago, I didn't like it. I've tried OneNote, it doesn't really work for me, but Notion just works because ease of access, stuff is very simple. And actually, one other thing I will add is when I was a finance student and I was doing a master's, I used Notion to make my notes. Now, we all know the best way to retain information is via active recall. What does that mean? It means you have to test yourself. More times than not, people say, oh, I'm studying, I'm reading. What does that usually mean? It means you're just looking at the book and hoping it sticks somehow, but that's not gonna work. So if I look at my Notion template right now, I'm going to show you how I use Notion to study for my master's and get a distinction. So as you can see from the left-hand side, I have a workspace called CAS. So if I click on that, as you can see, I have term 1, term 2, term 3. Let's go into term 2 and see what topics it was. So as you can see, we have advanced corporate finance, fixed income, international finance, and risk management. Let's go into international finance. As you can see, I have different topics right there. I have week 2, foreign exchange, week 3, covered interest rate parity. Let's go into a random one and see what's there. So if we go into week 3, let's just pick week 3. As you can see, what is the exam question? Has covered interest rate parity held since the global financial crisis? As you can see, there are just questions there. There's no answers below, and that's because you want to test yourself. I see the question, what is covered interest rate parity? What people do is to convince themselves they know it by somehow saying what is already written there, but no, what is covered interest rate parity? Notion will be up on my MacBook. I have my iPad and I actually have to write out what I think it is and then compare my answers. If I look at it, what is covered interest rate parity? The answer is literally below, so you can literally like touch that drop down. I can see the answer below. And that's the same for every single thing that's literally right there. What is forward premium? That literally is also there. The only way to learn is to test yourself via active recall. And that's why I actually love Notion, the ability to more or less hide the answer and just have the question. That's the end of the video. Hope you found this useful. A bit of a different video, more or less me integrating the topic into the vlog style. So I hope you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see from me in the future. More these kind of videos or just more, silent vlogs. Just let me know and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed. See ya.